This neighborhood clinic, where consultations are free of charge, was created after the Iraq War on the initiative of rich donors. These medical structures play an important role, as public hospitals are often incapable of accomplishing their mission. The financing of clinics by means of private funds has existed for over 1,000 years, thanks to a system inspired from the precepts of charity in the Quran. These institutions are called waqf, which means to dedicate one's assets. They generate assets which pious foundations such as monasteries, Quranic schools and hospitals reap benefits from. This system is responsible for extensive collective assets. Akram Hassan Ulabi, a Syrian researcher, specializes in the subject of the waqf. In particular, his research has focused on the General Hospital in Damascus. He was interested in the inscriptions found in the inner courtyard.
هذه الآية من القرآن الكريم وضعت هنا من أجل حض الناس على التبرع لهذه الأقسام في المستشفى التي كانت تعتمد على تبرعات وأوقاف التجار موجودين في الأسواق المجاورة في الخارج.
Almost 700 years ago, rich merchants from the region made donations to the hospital, whose activities were guaranteed by the profits realized from the waqf.
قسم من أموالهم للوقف وتخصص للإنفاق على المستشفى البمارستان النوري. قسم من الأموال للوقف يخصص على المستشفى ويقدمون له الأطعمة والأغذية والألبسة وغيرها من المواد التموينية للمستشفى.
This building, called Charity House, currently belongs to a charitable institution inherited from an extremely ancient past. This man has donated 500 Syrian pounds to the administrator. This sum represents approximately 10% of his income.
إذا ندفع الزكاة في الدنيا هذا كله حسنات للآخرة. افعل خيرا قليل تلقاه عند الله كثير. الحسنة بعشر أضعاف منه والله يضاعف لمن يشاء.
The waqf operated throughout the Muslim world as a system of mutual assistance that played a part in the economy of cities. However, it was not only used to maintain hospitals and charitable institutions. The donations also benefited the mosques around which the cities developed. In fact, the caliphate owed a type of social consensus to this system. Baghdad Central Hospital was located 3 kilometers south of the round city. A caravanserai was constructed there, surrounded by an open-air market. The many markets in the city were full of products from the 4 corners of the world. Grouped into corporations, the stalls of the various tradesmen were located around the mosques. Merchants apparently financed the construction and maintenance of some 300 mosques around the round city. Commercial centres with over 100 stalls sprang up near these mosques. The more these businesses flourished, the more the services for the poor and the weak were effective. market and the mosques were the two essential elements of the structure of Muslim cities. The mosque was not only a place of prayer, it was also the center of teaching, justice, and politics. Baghdad was a happy place and did not seem to see disaster appearing on the horizon. After 5 centuries of greatness, rendered complacent by comfort and weakened by internal struggles, it would suddenly crumble. In the 13th century, 12,000 Mongolian horsemen, led by Hulagu, the grandson of Genghis Khan, headed for the city and lay siege to its 1 million inhabitants for 17 days. The city fell, and the Mongolians ransacked the prestigious Round City. Chronicles relate that the waters of the Tigris River were sullied twice, once by the blood of the victims, and the second time by the ink of the vandalized documents. It was the end of Baghdad as the capital of the Caliphate. It would never again regain its intellectual sparkle or magnificence. Its heritage, however, did not totally disappear. Some of the knowledge gained by the caliphs was transferred to the West. Many of the classical Greek tomes would be retranslated from Arabic into Latin. Therefore, it was thanks to Arab intellectuals that Western Europe discovered authors from the ancient world. For example, the Canon of Medicine, written in Arabic by Avicenna, was translated into Latin. It would be taught for 4 centuries in all European universities. Equally, Aristotle's entire opus would be translated, widely taught, and commented upon throughout the West. The Middle Ages had come to an end. Baghdad today.